What's up, YouTube? My name is Talon, and today I'm here to unfortunately give you guys my review on What If Season 3. So really quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know if you are interested in winning these books slash comic books, I will be running a giveaway once I get to 200 subscribers. We're right around the corner from hitting that goal. And then to enter, of course, you have to be subscribed, and then you have to join my live that I'll host around that time whenever we get to that point. And then you just got to type in the hashtag and you'll be automatically entered into winning. The hashtag will be under my choosing during the time of the giveaway. Have a good one and enjoy the video, guys. So right off the bat, I'm gonna be honest, this was not a good watch. It wasn't worth watching all 8 days in a row. Honestly, I skipped like the first 4 days, and then I binge watched like the first 4 episodes and been watching it like day to day after that. But this season just seems like there was really no imagination put into this season, you know, and that's honestly has been like the biggest, like one of my biggest problems when it comes to this show, because it feels like they just want everything about this show to be closely connected to the MCU, which is okay, fine, because they want to bring back the actors for like these cameo scenes, shit like that. It's okay. But when it comes to the overall story of a lot of these episodes and like the ideas, it just seems like they're taking a dart, throwing it at a wall of names, and then they're taking that dart and then throwing it at another wall of names for a team up, and then taking that another dart, a third dart, and throwing it at a wall of like activities for whatever. That's really what it essentially feels like. Season 1, I feel like, is the best overall season, and it has the most rewatchable episodes. Season 2 was a little shaky. There's some good episodes in there. I would say more episodes that I really wouldn't prefer to watch again. And then season 3, it was just like, where's the imagination when it comes to this? Like, I'll go through some of these episodes because I have it pulled up. So, what if the Hulk fought the Mech Avengers? This episode was cool. You get a lot of Mech Avengers. I wasn't, super into this, but it was okay. And it would have been cool to have like a World Breaker Hulk and not like a Godzilla Hulk. And then next episode 2, what if Agatha went to Hollywood? Personally, who gives a fuck? This whole episode was just about Agatha and Kingo from Eternals just doing this whole dance bit, trying to film a movie with Howard Stark. And then in turn, going up against Erisham the Judge or whatever. It was just honestly like, who cares? And then what if the Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier? This one was the most interesting out of the 3. I like the dynamic between Red Guardian and Winter Soldier. It was good because it kind of gets you prepared for the Thunderbolts movie and like how things will be for that movie. So that one was probably the best out of the first 3 episodes. And then we get to episode 4. What if Howard the Duck got hitched? This episode was so unneeded. It was really just a cameo fest to bring back, voice actors and everything. And they really only made this episode to create a new character called Birdie, who shows up again in episode 7 and episode 8. I would have preferred a whole different episode, and then Birdie just pops up and we get like a 5-minute origin story of who her parents are. I did not need 32 minutes about how a duck got with a human and made a hybrid powerful mutant from that. Like, I don't care. I really don't. And then what if the emergence destroyed the earth? This one was, it was okay. It was probably the second most interesting one behind the Winter Soldier one and behind the Mech Avengers one. What if 1872? It was okay. It got boring in some parts. It was cool to see a new version of Iron Fist. The hand-to-hand combat in this was really good. And then, so all these episodes building up, all of these characters that we meet, like these new versions and variations of characters we meet, just start to not matter when we get to these last two episodes. So how they flowed things in the first two seasons is they have a bunch of episodes, and then when you get to the last episodes, at least one person from those episodes kind of make a team for the last two episodes or even the last episode. And it's like we meet all these characters and it's like, for what? Either stick to the one-off stories to where none of these episodes connect, or have some type of connection to keep us in tuned and care about some of these characters in previous episodes. Because then we get to, what if the Watcher disappeared? And of course we get Captain Carter back. We get the Thor version of Storm, which was cool. We get Kahori, which is pretty much just like Makari from the Eternals, who has like cosmic abilities. She showed up in season 2. I thought she was interesting, and she was like the only sub episode. And then of course we get Birdie. So, and then the last episode we get what if. And at that point it's like, are you guys just running out of ideas for the titles or what? Because it could have been like, what if, because I guess they're trying to say that this new team by Captain Carter is the Exiles from the comics now. So it really could have been like, what if the Exiles became the Watchers, something like that. They could have just done so much with this season, and it just seemed like they really just did it. I know that this is technically canceled now, and they're going to take a break from it and then return to it in a few years after they get some more movies out, get some X-Men projects out. But I just want to show you guys some of my what if comics that I have in my collection that is so much more interesting than a lot of these episodes that we have gotten, even season 1, season 2, and of course season 3. And then I would like to add that at the end of season 8, there was this last scene where they started showing like all these other different versions of characters. It was like a Spider-Man with 4 arms, and then they showed a Ghost Rider and like so many other variations, even a Punisher. And it's like, why couldn't we get some of those characters in some of these episodes? And then that's, again, like, they like to go back in time, like what if 1872, and then there is a 1600s episodes. Let's go to the future. Like, we haven't hit 2099 once. Like, Spider-Man is not the only character in 2099. There's a 2099 version of Punisher who's a female. There's a 2099 version of Black Panther. Like, there's so many different 2099 versions of these characters that we could have visited in a far off different future. And it doesn't even have to be 2099. Like, it could be a whole different year to where it's like a cyberpunk setting, and that's, again, they lost all imagination. Like, they have no imagination when it comes to these episodes. But so this is one comic that I have. It's what if, it's Spider-Man Spider Shadow, which of course you can see up in the corner, what if. So this is pretty much what if Spider-Man decided to keep the black suit after Reed told him that he should take it off. He decides to leave it on, and then of course he becomes a version of Venom that is more ruthless, more aggressive. He starts killing his rogues gallery. It's so good. You should definitely check it out. I 100% recommend it. And then this is the actual main line of What If comics that I personally like. They were all one-off, just like the episodes for What If. You know, none of these really ever connect, but the story will always be interesting. Like, I can't say that every single What If comic is, of course, interesting, because of course, you're going to have some duds in the middle, but these are the ones in my collection that I like the most. So this is What If the Amazing Spider-Man had not married Mary Jane. So, you know, obviously they split up. It was an interesting story. And then we got What If Spider-Man had rescued Gwen Stacy. And it goes on to a whole story of how Spider-Man would have turned out if he kept Gwen Stacy in his life. And then we got What If Daredevil killed Kingpin. And then last but not least, this is probably one of my favorite ones. What If Wolverine had killed the Hulk? And this is what I mean. There is a lot of inspiration, a lot of imagination put into these comics and how the story can drastically change. And there's just so much that they could have done. Like, what if Captain America went to go talk to Spider-Man first, or recruit Spider-Man during Civil War? Or what if the other half of the Avengers got snapped during Infinity War? Or what if Thanos failed? Or, like, there's just so many things that has happened in the MCU. If they really wanted to keep it so tight-knit to the MCU, that they could have done, that was just so much more interesting than what if Agatha went to Hollywood. Like, most of the time I like a lot of the Marvel projects. I really do. I'm not a Marvel glazer, but I will say most of the projects I do like that Marvel put out. But when it comes to this What If series, it's just no imagination put behind it. I honestly think season 3 was dog shit. I would probably give it a 4 out of 10. I wouldn't even really watch any of these or rewatch any of these episodes, because they're just not even worth it. Yeah, none of these episodes in season 3 is even worth me rewatching, but I'll go back and rewatch the Doctor Strange episode where he keeps on trying to save his love. You know, there's so many other episodes that I'll keep on rewatching, but season 3, no, I'm cool on it. And it sucks because it was cool to see the voice actor for Storm come back for this role and be involved in this role. And they're probably going to have an Exile show at some point, you know, which I'll probably be interested in at some point. But they got to get better writers on this, because it's just not entertaining whatsoever. It was a boring watch. I don't really recommend it, to be honest. So, you know, you guys have fun if you guys want to watch it. You know, if not, you're really not missing anything. I don't even think it really pushes the multiverse as a whole. You know, there is a point where they had like Kang's chair, so it's hinting that they might have stopped the Kang dynasty, or, you know, it's hinting at that. So we'll see going forward, I guess. But do I recommend this? No. But that's all I really have for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, because I am trying to get to 200 subscribers. I am doing a giveaway for 200 subscribers. After that, I'll be doing another giveaway for 500 subscribers. So trying to get my way there. Just keep on working with me, keep on pushing the channel, and we'll get there one day, guys. And then comment down in the comments what you guys thought about this season. It obviously wasn't for me. If you like it, let me know what you liked about the season. Maybe give me a different insight on this, but to me, it just seems like there's really no inspiration or imagination when it comes to this season. So you guys have a good night. It's currently like 4 a.m. I can't sleep, so I decided to watch this last episode and then, of course, push out a review. So hopefully you guys will be seeing this at some point. But have a good Sunday, guys, and enjoy the rest of the week. See you later.